True or false? To play the role of Wolverine, you went on a daily 6,000 calorie diet.
Imagine if Coach Greg were interviewing Hugh Jackman and I asked him the same question.
It's absolutely true.
Yeah, I don't believe it. Coach Greg, in today's video, more lies from Hugh Jackman and The Rock. Hugh Jackman simply won't admit the truth. He doubles down. 100% natural, 6,000 calories a day. This is nonsense.
True or false? To play the role of Wolverine, you went on a daily 6,000 calorie diet to accompany your physical training, and The Rock was the one who gave you this regimen.
It's absolutely true.
You just should have said false. False. The truth is, there was one day where I consumed 6,000 calories. I was trying to have a big cheat day, and I had 6,000 calories. I exaggerate. It's not like I ate 6,000 calories every single day. As you know, it's calories in, calories out. And if you eat 6,000 calories a day, I don't care who you are, you're going to end up big and fat, not shredded and vascular. Yeah, that would have been a great answer. Could have made a video. Hey, Hugh Jackman and The Rock come clean, admit to everything. You know, he could have said, you know, I also added in performance-enhancing drugs, of which The Rock was actually coaching me. He said exactly what he was taking. And so I thought, you know, The Rock, with that much muscle, I'm going to ask him. You know, he'll give me the secrets. I don't know who else to talk to. The Rock certainly can keep a secret. He's not going to tell everyone what he's using, and so he won't rat me out. Imagine if he made that video, but no. I need to double down, triple down. It's all in the calories.
It's absolutely true. Wow. I saw him in some movie. It was like
It's absolutely true. Proceeds to look all the way around. The eyes looking around. He can't look at the camera. People don't like to lie. It's absolutely true. The Rock said this. I did that. I swear to God, this is what I did. He didn't say that. It's absolutely true. Yeah, I don't believe it. Look how I'm dressed. I'm literally racing bikes. I eat 4,000, maybe on a big day, 4,500 calories. How is it possible that Hugh Jackman, who's even older than Grandpa Coach Greg, that he's eating more than me while cutting for a movie role? Like, make it make sense. How is he burning off 2,000 more calories a day than I am? If I go harder than last time on a bike, really racing hard, I can burn 1,000 calories per hour. I just raced. You going to tell me that he burns more calories than I do when I race for an hour and a half? And so, is Hugh Jackman racing bikes 3.5 hours a day? Is he in the gym 6 to 8 hours a day? Because that is the only way he could be eating 6,000 calories.
And I rang him. And it was so cool because he picked up and he goes, yo, Wolverine, yeah, hey, man. And he gave me it. He goes, here it is.
And so here it is. This is my cycle. This is the way. You really think that Hugh Jackman thinks that The Rock is natural? Looked at The Rock in some movie, The Fairy, and thought, you know, this guy is 250 plus pounds of muscle. And so I want to find out what he eats, because if I copy his diet, I'll look like that. Is Hugh Jackman stupid? Does he think that you and I are stupid? Because that's the only person that would believe this group of horseshit nonsense.
And halfway through him giving the diet.
You mean the cycle. The cycle is what you mean. And so The Rock would be like this. Look, you don't need test and trend like I do. You're not going to blast trend. This is advanced. You only need test. You need SARMs, growth hormone, whatever. Go and talk to your doctor. I'm sure he can prescribe it to you. I'll give you my doctor's name. And so that is what's going on. There's no way that he just copies The Rock's diet and puts on all that muscle and gets shredded at the same time.
And the training and everything. There was a knock on his door.
Like, you really believe he's there like, Rock, yeah? Let me just, hold on, give me a pen. Okay, so train for 2 hours twice a day, 6,000 calories a day, and you swear I'm going to get abs in a six-pack, and then I just have to force feed all those calories every single day. No, like, what happens if 6,000 calories is too much? What if I start getting fat on this diet? Is it possible to get fat? Nope. 6,000 calories, you're going to be shredded. There's no way it could turn to fat. No actor ever in the history of mankind has needed 6,000 calories a day in order to diet down and get shredded for a role. I mean, if he was playing a sumo wrestler and said, Rock, I need to get as fat as possible. I need to put on 40 pounds of fat in 2 months. What do? 6,000 calories and you need to add cheat meals. I'm sorry, you need to do this. It's the only way you're going to get fat. I would believe it. But to say you're going to get shredded, lifting weights, training, no, it's not possible.
And he opens up the door and says, we're ready for you. And he goes, I'm talking to Wolverine. I'll be out there when I'm done. And I was like, okay, that's about the coolest moment ever.
And so that story may or may not be true. I highly doubt it. It's possible. But I believe that he's leaving a lot of that conversation on the table. He's not explaining what actually transpired. In no way do I believe that The Rock is an idiot. I don't think The Rock is stupid. To have millions of fans captivated, to be an actor, you need to be an intelligent man. There's no way The Rock, if you hired him for coaching, would say you need 6,000 calories a day to get shredded. The Rock wouldn't say that. He would probably say, eat 3,000 calories a day. You need to get shredded. If you're eating too many calories, you're going to get fat. You need the conditioning, the definition. And so you need to check your weight, perhaps weigh yourself each and every morning. Make sure you're eating enough, but not too much because you don't want to get fat.
I sent him a picture of my cheat meal because he was like, dude, make sure you have a cheat meal on the whatever day you choose and go for it. Like, it's important.
The reason you have a cheat meal is because it needs to give your body a break from having hardly any calories. When you're on a diet, and you're in a deficit and you're eating chicken, broccoli, and rice, boring and bland foods, clearly The Rock, he doesn't use my cookbook. Perhaps he's not aware of this. He should be. Hugh Jackman's not eating from my cookbook. And so because you're going to be bored, it's really hard to stick to a low-calorie diet. You need to have a cheat meal once a week to give your body a break from the starvation that your body's doing. Does anyone think that if you're eating 6,000 calories a day, that once a week you need to have a massive cheat? On that day, 10,000 calories, because your body, it can't handle starving all the time on only 6,000 calories. Like, use your logic. Think about this. Think this through. Would The Rock say eat 6,000 calories a day and once a week eat as many calories as possible to get shredded?
Because he was like, dude, make sure you have a cheat meal on the whatever day you choose and go for it. Like, it's important for your body as well as for your mind. So I sent him a picture of my cheat meal, and I can't say exactly what he wrote.
I mean, if you're actually eating 6,000 calories a day, it would make more sense to say, once a week, you can have a break. You don't have to force feed yourself on Friday. Perhaps Friday, once a week, you're going to have sexy time because you have so much discomfort that you don't even want to procreate with that special person. And so once a week, you can go easy on the diet and only eat 4,000 calories. This is okay. There's no way he told him to eat 6,000 calories and once a week to eat more. Not even The Rock can get away with eating 6,000 calories a day.
Then he sent me a picture of his cheat meal, which is like, it's like a shop. Like, it's an entire store of chocolate chip, peanut butter, cookies, like a bowl of them, a bottle of tequila, and 3 pizzas.
Does anyone think that somebody who's eating 6,000 calories a day needs to once a week, in order to, keep losing fat, has to drink a bottle of tequila and 3 pizzas? Or a massive bowl of cookies or a huge stack of pancakes? I don't believe it. Now, if you're starving yourself, for example, you're on a 2,000 calorie diet 6 days a week, once a week, you go crazy, you go ham, you have all the ham, you have all the cake that you need. I would believe that. But this story is a bullshit.
What was your cheat meal then? Wasn't as ornate?
Like a burger and fries and a shake or something.
A burger, fries, and a shake. Let's call it 2,000 calories. Let's round it up. Let's call it 3,000 calories. He could have a burger, fries, and a shake every single day and still be nowhere near the 6,000 calories that The Rock told him to eat. And so, does anyone actually believe the story? Imagine if Coach Greg were interviewing Hugh Jackman and I asked him the same question. What do you think I would say? Hey, list out those 6,000 calories. I want to hear it from morning to night. What do you eat for breakfast? What do you eat for lunch? What, supper? Tell me your snacks. I would add up those calories. Let's say that's 3,000 calories. You said 6,000. This is bullshit. Have you ever eaten 6,000 calories in your life? Because I don't believe it. I would like to see it. I challenge you right now to out-eat Coach Greg. There's no way I believe Hugh Jackman could out-eat Coach Greg on any day of the week. If I don't eat that much food and I'm racing bikes, clearly, and I'm not natural, I'm on HRT. I have more muscle than Hugh Jackman will ever have in his life. I'm more active than he's ever been. I have a very fast metabolism. And if I can't eat 6,000 calories a day, Why would anyone believe that he can?
He goes, if you're not sick at the end of your cheat meal, you haven't cheated.
Does anyone think The Rock gave him this advice? And if he did, does anyone believe that Hugh Jackman would actually take that advice? The proof is in the pudding. If he had gotten fat, maybe he followed that diet. But the fact that he had abs, that he was shredded, that he had vascularity, it proves he did not eat that diet. He forgot to mention the Test, Deca, Tren, and Anavar that the Grok gave him, with Test and Tren sprinkled in. This is how I know that Hugh Jackman is a great actor. He's able to tell this story from start to finish, which is absolute bullshit, and make some of you actually believe it. He didn't laugh, he didn't chuckle, he literally said this with a straight face. And so, Hugh Jackman, an amazing actor, he presented a story that is completely fabricated from start to finish, and you all listened, laughed, and many of you believed it. That takes more acting skills than you know. And so if Hugh Jackman were to call up Coach Greg, I would say you need to get on Turk Builder Max or Turk Platinum, get on some GO2 Max. I would suggest some GLP Max so that it reduces your cravings. And I would likely tell him to eat 3,000 calories a day. I would want him to be shredded, and I would say, obviously, you're not going to eat 6,000 calories because that would get you fat. I would tell him, buy my frigging cookbook and get your chef to cook you meals from this so that you are satisfied and you can absolutely have burgers and fries when you need. That would be a proper coaching plan. And so if you are interested in my coaching, click the link in the description. You can apply right now. If you would like to be sponsored or promote HGLT supplements, you can click the link. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algo. Come on, guys, like this video if you liked it. Don't forget to watch one of those 2 bloops. Don't forget the supplements come with a money-back guarantee and a $50 gift card. And until next time, I am out.